Listen up. You are one decision away from transforming your life. One shift in your mindset, one change in your habits, and you fix 80% of your problems. You don't need a miracle. You don't need luck. What you need is total control over one thing: your standards. The standards you set for yourself determine everything. Right now, you are settling. You're tolerating excuses, distractions, and a life that's less than what you deserve. And guess what? That's why you're stuck. That's why you feel like life is fighting against you. Because you haven't raised your standards high enough. You haven't drawn a line and said, "No more." Every successful person you admire, they didn't just wish for greatness, they demanded it. They decided that failure, laziness, and negativity were no longer options. They set a new standard for their life. And once they did, everything changed. Confidence and success skyrocketed, motivation became unstoppable, and problems that once seemed huge started to disappear. This is your moment. Right now, make a decision. Raise your standards, or stay stuck. Choose wisely. Most people wake up every day and let life happen to them. They drift. They react. They make excuses. And then they wonder why nothing changes. But the people who dominate in life, they take control. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. And it all starts with their standards. Your standards shape your habits. Your habits shape your results. Your results shape your life. It's that simple. Look at your life right now. Be honest. What are you tolerating? What have you been accepting that you know is beneath you? Maybe it's the way you treat your body. Maybe it's the negative people you allow around you. Maybe it's that job that drains your soul. Whatever it is, if you keep tolerating it, nothing will change. But the second you raise your standards, your life transforms. Instantly, you stop making excuses. You stop allowing weakness. You demand more from yourself. And when that happens, you step into real power. No more waiting. Take control of your future, now. Listen, life will never give you what you want. It will only give you what you demand, what you accept, what you refuse to tolerate. If you keep settling for less, that's exactly what you'll get. But if you raise your standards, if you decide that mediocrity is no longer an option, everything changes. Your energy shifts, your mindset sharpens, your confidence explodes. Suddenly, you're not the same person anymore. You start making different choices. You wake up with purpose. You push harder. You surround yourself with people who elevate you instead of drain you. This is how winners operate. They don't beg for success. They command it. They don't wait for motivation. They create it. They don't complain about their problems. They crush them. And it all starts with one thing: a decision. A decision to stop making excuses and start making progress. A decision to take full responsibility. A decision to become unstoppable. Right now, make that decision. No more settling. No more playing small. Raise your standards and watch your life transform. You want confidence? You want success? You want a life that makes you wake up excited every single morning? Then listen carefully. Your life is a direct reflection of your standards. You don't get what you want. You get what you demand from yourself. If your standard is to show up strong every day, you'll build discipline. If your standard is to surround yourself with winners, you'll grow. If your standard is to take action no matter how you feel, you'll succeed. But if your standard is low, you'll stay exactly where you are, stuck, frustrated, and making excuses. Right now, you have two choices. You can keep living by your old standards, the ones that brought you here, or you can set a new standard, a higher one, a powerful one. And when you do that, something incredible happens. The people who doubted you, they start watching. The problems that seemed impossible, they shrink. The opportunities you thought you'd never get, they start chasing you. Why? Because you're not the same anymore. You've decided. Now, no more excuses. Act now. Most people fail because they keep waiting. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for someone to save them. But here's the truth. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to force you to change. It's all on you. And that's a good thing, because when you realize that you have the power, you stop waiting and start doing. You stop making excuses and start making moves. Think about it. Every breakthrough in your life came when you stopped accepting less, when you stopped saying, "I can't," and started saying, "I will." That's what happens when you raise your standards. Suddenly, your habits change. Your discipline sharpens. Your mindset strengthens. You're no longer controlled by fear, doubt, or procrastination. You take charge. You step up. You make things happen. And when you do that, the world has no choice but to make room for you. Right now, take control. Take action. Change your life. Let me tell you something. Your standards dictate your destiny. You can dream all day, set goals, and talk about what you want. But if your standards don't match your vision, you'll never get there. If you want massive success, but your standards allow laziness, negativity, or fear, you'll always fall short. Winners don't let that happen. They create a new identity, a new mindset, a new way of living. And it starts by raising the bar. So, ask yourself, what have you been settling for? What excuses have you been making? What bad habits have you been allowing? Enough is enough. It's time to raise your standards so high that your old self wouldn't even recognize you. Imagine waking up every day with energy, focus, and purpose. Imagine having the confidence to attack your goals relentlessly. Imagine becoming the person you were meant to be. That future is waiting for you, but you have to step up and claim it. No more hesitation, no more waiting. The time is now. Let me be clear. This isn't about motivation that fades in a few hours. This is about a permanent shift, a new way of thinking, a new way of living, a new you. Because when you raise your standards, you don't just change one part of your life, you change everything. Your health improves, your confidence skyrockets, your relationships get stronger. Your career takes off. Why? Because you refuse to accept anything less than excellence. Look at the most successful people in the world. Do you think they got there by chance? No! They decided. They said, "I will not tolerate laziness. I will not tolerate doubt. I will not tolerate failure." They took full responsibility for their lives. And that's exactly what you must do. No more waiting. No more excuses. It's time to demand more from yourself. Because the second you do, your world shifts. Doors open. Opportunities appear. The life you've always wanted, it's within reach, but only if you raise your standards and take it. This is it, your moment, your turning point, your decision. Right now, you have two choices. Stay the same, keep making excuses, keep settling, or step up, raise your standards, and take control of your life. Which one will it be? Because here's the truth. Nobody is coming to do it for you. Nobody is going to wake you up early, force you to work on your goals, or drag you away from distractions. That's your job, your responsibility, your power. And the second you take full ownership of your life, everything changes. You stop waiting for motivation and start creating it. You stop reacting to life and start controlling it. You stop hoping for success and start demanding it. No more playing small. No more excuses. The time is now. Take action. Raise your standards. Change your life. And if you're serious about becoming unstoppable, subscribe to this channel right now. Like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And remember, your future starts today. Go make it happen.